Life is a series of questions. Whatever age or stage of life, we ask questions. They come in all shapes and sizes, covering a multitude of topics, but they are all very real. And the answers don't always come in nice, neat packages. It is the fundamental question of why. Why am I here? Why so much suffering around us? What's wrong with the world? Where is God in the midst of pain? Why God? I am convinced all creation was simply created for the glory of God. I believe in God's sovereignty. He has laid out the plan of displaying His manifold wisdom and His glory amongst the nation through the local church. However, as we look around today in the 21st century evangelicalism, a whole lot of churches are caught in a hurricane of lie. Believers have been attending churches for years yet are still spiritual babes and have no progress since their conversion. This raises the fundamental question: why? Leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership, determined by biblically qualified church elders who are committed to the truth of God's Word. Leaders who understand sound biblical systematic theology, who are able to grasp the meaning of the gospel. For the gospel you believe determines what kind of disciple you become. Discipleship. The church leaders must be committed to equipping all the saints for the work of the ministry. A disciple is one with their head follows the call to the person of Christ, whose heart is transformed into the likeness of Christ, and with their hands begin to multiply for the glory of Christ. Missiology. In the Latin word Missio Dei is a term that can be translated as the mission of God or the sending of God. Thriving churches have the Great Commission as a centerpiece of their vision, while dying churches have forgotten the clear command of Christ. Church health. Many churches and church leaders have fallen into the trap of gauging church health in the ABCs of church growth: attendance, building, and cash flows. Jesus never gauged effectiveness by these criteria, nickels and noses. Instead, the metric of church health ought to be more of a biblical model. Questions such as, is it missional, accountable, reproducible, communal, scriptural? Ultimately, an unhealthy church is a theological problem. For these reasons, Evangelical Sola aims to attempt to provide a framework to work with so that you can go back to this lifelong journey of discipleship. Why do all these things matter? For developing leaders, for making disciples, for advancing the mission, and for cultivating churches. It is all for the glory of God.